right. We won the roll, and yeah, we're going to play first, I think. Actually, you know, I believe that's a mistake. I think drawing with this deck is probably quite a bit better. Oh well. We're going to keep this hand. We will draw from here on out unless we have a reason not to, though, I think. I think the extra card matters. I think that I've seen some data that indicates that drawing in this format is better, and I think that our deck certainly wants to. I mean, look at that. We're playing a Ground Shaker Sliver just for value, so. Alright, battle you and say go. We've got a reasonable little start here, though, with a Newt into a Rootwalla. The question is, do we play the Rootwalla? He's certainly representing Essence Scatter here quite nicely. I think we can run it out there. I feel better about playing around stuff like Essence Scatter after I've actually seen it. And there we go. He didn't have it. He's going to time ebb away our guy. That's fine. We're still hitting our land drops. Rootwalla. It's actually a pretty good sign for us if he's time ebbing kind of in panic mode there. Hopefully he plays some sweet 4-drop here and we just get him. Alright, so he's representing Sea Kite here, and even though I said I'd rather play around before, I don't think I want to throw away my Festering Newt just for one potential damage here. And there's a Sea Kite. Alright, so play well, get rewarded. 9 zombie. Tenacious dead. Nice. Well, we certainly have an attack with Rootwalla if we want it. Otherwise, we're Liturgy and Blooding something and then awkwardly don't have the mana available to pump Rootwalla. So I think we just send Rootwalla in. I mean, if he blocks with this, then he can't bring it back and it's dead, and that's fine. And if he blocks with either of these, then it's not enough to kill it anyway. And if he triple blocks, then we get to kill Tenacious Dead and Sea Kite, and then we also get to play our, we get to use our Corpse Hauler to get it back. So I think he's just taking 4 here. And I think I'm also going to attack with this Festering Newt as well. Because if he, I can't really imagine a, oh, alright. Looks like he wants to trade. I guess he figures it's going to happen anyway, and he doesn't want to spend the mana. Whatever. Go ahead. All right, so we got Tenacious D off the battlefield, which is actually quite nice for us because that thing is going to lock down our Rootwalla pretty nicely. Rootwalla doing work. Twins. What do you got, man? Opportunity in me here? Yeah, it's okay. I mean, obviously I'm super unhappy that that's what just happened, but he's still got to find answers to these Rootwallas here pretty quickly. Air Servant's not a bad start, but it's not actually going to get it done because I can Liturgy here. And then double pump my Rootwallas. Or just pump one of my Rootwallas, I mean. Okay, so he's going to either negate or save his guy. Oh, he's just going to 9 zombie, of course. And that leaves me with no mana, unfortunately. Which means that I have no attacks. Sad. So we've got some nice nice plays lined up here. We get to attack with our Root Wallas. He's got to block at least one of them. If we draw a land, we can follow up with the 5/5 Trampler, which is not great versus his deck, presumably, but it'll probably get the job done. Guess he could domesticate one of these while I can't pump them. Ooh, another Air Servant. All right, well, I think that's fine by me. One of them's going to get traded potentially off here. And yeah, I got nothing else to do with the rest of my mana anyway, so I might as well pump this one. It's going to get Tomb Bladed. It's going to get dispersed. All right, well, thankfully I did draw the extra mana here to be able to recast it. Go. All right, so trading our 3 drops for his 5, so that's good. But he still has a ton of cards and a ton of mana. Okay. All right. Got to get something out of it while I can here. Maybe I should have done that first. All right, well, that will set up a decent next turn for us. Well, that can't be good. So each creature... So this isn't going to do anything, and this isn't going to do it. Oh, no. So now he can just start picking off our guys. He has assembled the combo. And I don't think we can win now. We do have that main deck Naturalize sitting in here somewhere, and he doesn't really have any pressure on us yet, but this is dead, and this we can't use to pump our own guy. And he can untap and go kill, 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 kill. He can kill 3 creatures, 4 creatures a turn, just mow them all down. So if I attack here, he's going to block this and kill this. And then I am going to sack this to get back a Root Walla. And we are in very bad shape here. Sure, take 2. All right, Flying Lizard down. Okay, and now unfortunately we just have to say go. The good news is he's not pressuring us, but it doesn't take much here for him to start really getting us. So if we pick up that Naturalize here in the next few draw steps... Oh my god. Really? This guy's just going super deep here. Yeah. Garrick's Horde. Yeah, these would all be awesome. But we can't do anything until we hit this Dismiss into Dream or the Zephyr Charge. Haunted Plate. Oh, there's a Rod of Ruin. This is kind of interesting. I can actually hit him with this. Yeah. Are we racing? We're racing. He's going to win this race. Oh, geez. Come on, naturalize. Hup. So he can kill 10 or 5 creatures, and I can only play 3 or 4. All right. I don't have a way to gain any life here. All right. Well, he assembled the combo and was rewarded for it. I want to be as aggressive as possible against him here. We've got the naturalize already. I don't think that we need to go too crazy and bring in negates or something. We've got disperse that we can use. Potentially. Yeah, let's just run it. I mean, the fact is we have to kill him before he gets 2 demonic tutors and all that stuff off. I mean, really, that's on us. I still have to decide if I want to play first, though. No, I still think I don't. I mean, as much as I'd like it for us to have aggressive draws, I just don't think we have that aggressive draws here. I'm going to keep this kind of ugly hand, but I feel like we'll have the Lifebane Zombie at some point here. And if we get lucky, we can draw our Divination and really kind of power something out here. What is that? Tenacious Dead? Yeah. All right, well, Festering Newt. Your move. Resolves. And we draw all forests, which is annoying. But we did keep a no swamp hand, so... Ugh. He's going to start sending in his Tenacious D here and follow-up blocker of some sort. Haunted Plate Mail. We're going to try to get in some big hits with Briarpack Alpha and Giant Growth. Fortunately, Lifebane Zombie's particularly bad versus him. Just going to take the hits here. Hit him for 6 here. Yeah, let's just do that. This might slow down his offensive a little bit here. No, not at all. Shadowborn Demon. Okay. Oh, that's kind of sweet. I didn't see that. Oh, no, wait. Did he do it? Oh, he did. Oh, I got here. I mean, I'm going to get him, but I actually didn't see that play coming. I mean, it worked out fine for us, obviously, but I can't claim that I actually saw that. And of course, I should have pumped. Ugh, that's just loose. Ugh, I missed a damage there. Hopefully, it won't come back to bite us too badly here. All right, he's finally stopped attacking. On Demon Creature A. All right, well, let's make him use up some mana here. So he's going to start cycling through here. That's pretty good for him. I mean, it's going to keep him in a nice holding pattern here. But we've got the big boy here. And he's got the thing now. Yeah, so he has now assembled his combo. Can we ever win from this point? I don't know. Probably. Start by getting rid of his only creature. Oh, hell with it. Get in there too. He gets to untap and kill 2 of our dudes. Yeah, we're back in the same spot we were before. We need to draw our naturalizer, or else we lose. The good news is, though, that he has no pressure on us this time. And we've managed to get rid of his Haunted Plate Mail, partially because of an oversight on my part, and also just because we had a good card in our hand. But let's Divination here. And there's a trading post. Don't have an artifact in our yard yet. So he kills 2 of our things and he takes 1 damage here. Well, I guess he kills 2 of our things and he takes 1 damage here. I'm just going to keep hitting him with this Rod of Ruin. That's our best play so far. We get in for 1 damage, and then we're just going to have to try to just finish him off here. I'm not even going to bother casting the trading post this turn at all. I just want to be able to activate that Rod of Ruin. He's looking for some big pressure here. We've got the ability to answer it, though. Man, Naturalize is so good versus him. Haunted Plate Mail, Zephyr Charge, Bubbling Cauldron, Dismiss. Wouldn't mind it. If I had a second, I would have it in there. All right, there's the Air Servant, so that thing's just going to get killed. Bring him down to 6. Hey. That I can get used to. Kill that. You can kill my Festering Newt. That was a sweet draw. It's just 6 cards, right? Oh, 6 creature cards. So I got to sack this guy. Sacrifice a creature. So I'll sack this guy, and then I'll play out these 2, and I've got the combo, though. I can make goats to sacrifice to the Shadowborn Demon kind of indefinitely here. Also, he's just dead if he doesn't deal with it. Because I sack my Nightwing Shade, then I Rod of Ruin him, and then he dies. He's got another Air Servant. Doesn't have quite enough mana to actually tap down my Shadowborn Demon, though, so I think I can just make him chump block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can play another guy as well. Sure. Okay. You go back up to 10. Make a trading post. And let's take a look at his hand. We obviously can't steal anything from him here, but... Dark... Wow, this guy went super deep. He's got a tutor, so he's going to be able to get something to help out here, but... I think we're going to be able to get him, I think. It depends on what he gets with that tutor. He's got quite a few problems here, though. Tutor's going to take up a bunch of his mana for the turn as well. He's only going to have 3 left. He's going to start off with Dark Prophecy. I guess he can just play both this turn and then just do... Oh, he drew a Deathgaze Cockatrice. Okay. Yeah, I guess you made a Deathgaze Cockatrice. Not bad. Corpse Hauler. What can we get back with Corpse Hauler? Festering Newt's kind of interesting, but probably just get Ground Shaker or maybe even Briarpack Alpha. Let's start things off though by attacking here. We'll leave back the Shadowborn Demon. Or interestingly, I can trade it off and then I get to recast it with Corpse Hauler. That's interesting. I think I can save that play, though. Yeah, okay. Advocate. Hauler. And that leaves me up a Rod of Ruin activation plus a Trading Post activation here. This is going to get interesting. He still has that Diabolic Tutor, so he can go get anything. Just depends on what he has. All right, there's that. We know that's coming. Looks like he's looking through his deck right now. Probably trying to figure out what is it that I can grab here. His deck is sweet. I mean, he certainly went very, very deep. He's creature light, though. That's why getting that Tenacious Dead off the table was nice. Because that thing's just a huge pain for a green-black deck to deal with. I mean, I don't really have a great way to get rid of it unless we kind of catch him. And the Haunted Plate Mail, like I said, I didn't see that play ahead of time. I just didn't think it through. But thankfully we had the Giant Growth backup plan to kind of get us out of it. But all right, he picked something. I don't know what it was. It's Quag Sickness for our Shadowborn Demon. I don't think it'll kill it. It will not. Now, this is interesting. So I think I just kill it here. Because otherwise it's going to make me keep sacking the Trading Post creature every turn. And if I just kill it now, then I can get it back with Corpse Hauler at some point. And this way I have like good attacks. I can kill him in 2 turns with this clock. Which doesn't change. Okay, he's got his own Corpse Hauler here. But he knows that I can just Corpse Haul anytime I want. Get back my demon. Now, he does get to draw a card here, though, but he automatically loses a life. This is going to put him to 4. What is he getting back? Tenacious Dead. I don't think that's really going to cut it, though. I can just ping it right now. He can sacrifice it and pay, but then... yeah, that's not too bad for him. But I'm still going to kill it. Oops. So now he's going to lose another life, but he's going to gain 4. But that thing's going to be tapped. Oh. So he didn't actually get it back. 2, 4, 6. So he should just be dead on board then. So I don't need to use that thing. I don't really need to use any of this stuff. So let's just attack. He must have Doomblade or Disperse here. It's the only thing that makes sense for why he wouldn't buy his guy back here. All right, so it is Disperse on the Minotaur. Play this guy. Play this guy. And say go. We don't get to keep Rod of Ruin activation up here, but whatever. Yes, okay. Because that's my only target anyway. But really, this is such a huge pressure board state here that even if he just plays a couple of creatures and sacks them, like he's not really going to be able to get out of it, I don't think. Oh, that's a good one, though. He can get Disperse back. Yeah, he gets Disperse back. That might save him for a turn here. All right, that's not bad. He's still not in a happy spot, don't get me wrong, but make a goat. Garrick's Horde, another good draw for us. All right, let's send in the squad. Not that guy. Maybe I should have sent in that guy. I didn't really think about it enough. He's clearly in chump block mode here, but I think maybe I could have just swung with everybody. If he blocks this on that, he still takes 4 and he's dead. Yeah, I mean, he's going to sacrifice a guy, so he's not dying this turn either way, but I might as well put the maximum pressure on it. Although I suppose if he's not dying, then he doesn't block that corpse hauler. All right, you go down to 2. Unfortunately, I can't kill him with that ability on the stack. See, this is where that would have been lethal. Yeah, not playing the best ever today. Still kind of sweet, though. He's going to blink that guy. All right. So I think I'm actually just going to finish off this thing and recast this. Messenger Drake, okay. Time ebb, all right. I am not going to be using that anymore. I still, for some reason, can't draw a second black source, which is preventing me from doing the corpse hauler into Shadowborn Demon play, which is really kind of what I want to do here. So if that's the case, then I think I'm going to attack with this and this. Ping and then play Rumbling Baloth. He's left up 1 mana here. I mean, I can always gain some life by pitching one of these cards, but... No, don't block that one. Really? You don't want to kill this thing? So he's going to gain 4, but then lose 1, but then get a card back. And then get another card back. Yeah, this is interesting. That guy gets big. Sure. Remember, he can give that guy flying too, so I got to be a little bit careful here. There's the swamp I wanted. This isn't a demon, is it? No, all right. I can just take out a goat if he sacks this guy in response. Sad goats, but that's kind of what they're for here. And we get to whack him. Not quite for lethal, though. And that thing's just going to keep growing. I think we're in decent spot here, but that could certainly help him. He's down to 6 cards, or 3 cards left in his library, though, so I think we're actually just going to end up decking him here. All right. Which brings up an interesting question. Do we bring in Millstone against this guy? I mean, really the problem is if he sets up his combo, he's able to just kill all of our creatures. But we've noticed that he's had a pretty tough time actually pressuring us. I think I'm going to do it. Ranger's Guile against him doesn't seem to do much. I'm going to ditch that, I think. All right, let's see if this game plan will work for us. This has been kind of a crazy one. I made some errors along the way, but also just like his deck is kind of insane, and it's put us in kind of a weird spot. Alright, would we like to mulligan? No, we got to keep this one. He's going to be on the draw this time, it looks like, but as unexciting as his hand is, you know, his deck really does have an issue with early pressure, and it looks like we're going to be able to get a fair amount of that on him here with the old 2-3-4, and I really like that against him. You can also see that we're both playing a bit quicker as the mana or the time situation has certainly become relevant. I'm going to play Lifebane Zombie here because it allows me to curve out and deal maximum damage to him without having to dump mana into Rootwalla. All right, Air Servant, Plate Mail, Time Ebb. Well, that's kind of interesting. He's going to Time Ebb something right here, but we're just going to follow up with Rumbling Baloth and keep the heat on the guy. Rumblin' Bumblin' Baloth. And Rumbling Baloth is really good here as it's going to trade for that Plate Mail, if that's his plan. I think I'm going to attack first, though, in Briarpack Alpha, because I'll trade my Voracious Worm. I'll trade either of my creatures for his Plate Mail for sure. So let's battle. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm actually going to play my Rootwalla this time, because Rootwalla can also pump past the Plate Mail. If we draw an extra land next turn, too, we'll be in a really good spot. I mean, we're already in a really good spot, don't get me wrong, but there's a land I wanted. All right, so battle. Send in Lay Team. He's got to activate the Plate Mail now. He doesn't really want to take 8 and throw it in front of the Voracious Worm. Though I think I probably would still just play it safe. And just pump the worm if he blocks the worm. I mean, I can go for the win. Okay. I mean, he's basically forcing me to do this, which is kind of interesting. But this is also the worst outcome for him. He's got cancel. Okay. All right. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to interact with that. Because, yeah, all right, that's fine. I mean, it sucks because we had a nice little setup there, but... yeah, Air Servant's cute. But in the meantime, you are going to be taking some hits here. Yeah. This must be the right attack, because it forces him to trade here. And he really does kind of have to trade, too. He doesn't get to use his Cauldron here. And Lifebane Zombie says, what do you got? Blightcaster. Blightcaster on its own is not good enough. It's good enough to not die. Okay. Back down to 4. Unfortunately, we've ran out of gas here, so this is the sketchiest. If he bricks on his draw step here, then we just win. But he doesn't. He draws a huge creature. And I can get him down to 2, but I have to throw away my guy to do it, and that's just not worth it. So he may have stabilized here. That was a great draw, this Minotaur Abomination. That doesn't matter as much, at least not currently. Alright, that's not bad. Question is, do I attack with both of my creatures here? If I do, I get him down to 2 and I lose my Lifebane Zombie. That sets up the win next turn. If I don't, I have the win next turn set up anyway. So I'm just going to wait the downside, of course, being that if he finds Zephyr Charge here, then he can just get us. All right, there's a Festering Newt. That's not going to do much here, but we're moving in. Block and sack. Okay. Take 6, go to 1, and we have now a lethal Festering Newt as well as 3 other lethal creatures, so he has to find something right here. Unfortunately, we have just nothing. And we got him. All right, that was super close. But I'm glad we get to play another round because this deck was cool. But I didn't want to lose to it either. All right, we'll see you guys in the second round here.